Here we have verse 3 of the 6th chapter of the Gospel of John. Jesus has returned from Judea back into Galilee, and as John tells the story, there's been a crowd that's been gathering to Jesus, and for some reason or other he seems to retreat from the crowd, and the verse that we have before us begins to describe how Jesus is proceeding in this regard. So we have anaothen. This is from anerkomai. Ana is a preposition that means up, and erkomai, to come or to go. And so anerkomai would be typically to go up. This is the third person singular, second aorist active indicative. So he went up is the meaning of it. The postpositive soft conjunction de, so but he went up. The little sense of the but there is to suggest that this crowd was gathering, as we saw in the first couple of verses, and Jesus now seems to be pulling away. But he went up is the idea. Ace, preposition, means into, takes the accusative. Here we have the neuter noun. To, the article, is the neuter, singular, accusative. Oros, the word for mountain, so he went up into the mountain. The fact that the definite article is used with it suggests that this was a known location, maybe one to which Jesus more than once had resorted on occasion. It's interesting that all of the synoptic writers as well, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, will refer to the mountain in the same way that John does, suggesting that there was a common familiarity among them with this particular location, which presumably was somewhere near the city of Capernaum. And so he went up into the mountain, namely Jesus, Jesus, the subject of this sentence, Kai and Eke. This is an adverb, indeclinable, it means there. And then a katheto. This is from kathemai. Kathemai means I sit. The word cathedral and other related words, of course, come from this particular word. This is the imperfect, so it's the third person singular, imperfect, active indicative. So we'd render it something on the order of Jesus went up into the mountain and was sitting there, the imperfect tense. Meta, preposition. With the genitive it means with the accusative, after. Here it's with the genitive, so meta, tone, genitive, plural, masculine, article, along with the word matheton. The word mathetai, of course, a disciple, a learner. The word mathematics comes from this. So he sits there with the disciples out to of him. So Jesus is withdrawn. He's gone into the mountain. He sat down there, and the impression you get is that this is a preamble to some kind of conversation that Jesus will have specifically with his disciples, possibly in anticipation of the events that are about to unfold as reported to us by John in this chapter.